It's a rough assignment, though, for KZG. They've got to make MIBR respect them in these early rounds. And they need to get that monkey off the back early on, find that first round. You can already see MIBR trying to make progression difficult. They're taking some of these peaks. They're looking for info.
Yeah.
Are they going to face for the duel? We'll see.
Insani out of the round.
Oh!
Nice shots coming out of a state now. Big ones there. Safe over towards Archside, trying to dominate. Finds one head through the smoke. But the site is there for the taking, and KZG can get this plant down. Craxy T looking to do the honours with a nice open plant on the back of site, but the T's are playing real aggressive. Tucked in on site, one up at Grave. The crossfire was established, but they just don't know where that third member from MIBR is. Yeah,
they were all on the site there. They needed to just make sure the plant was secured. Now they've dropped back into pit.
Let's see what they can do from the back of site here. Craxy, eyes on him, but his shot's too good. Mingopi chiming in. And KZG going to be taking the T-pistol, playing to the crowd and loving life. But are they going to stay in the lead, Jim? That's my big question.
Look, it doesn't matter. At any point now, you can say we're in the lead against MIBR. Oh, Estate kicking things off very nicely. Craxy's definitely one to watch. We know that he has definitely got a skill ceiling that is yet to be found.
Yeah, very impressive out of the domestic region for this year at least, and towards the end of last year. A name that cropped up mostly out of nowhere, and finally getting a shot on the big stage against some pretty big names as well internationally in MIBR. But MIBR, of course, it's Inferno, so you will be expecting them to go for the force here in the second on the City side. Deep prog smoke coming over towards Arch side.
Yeah, just waiting for that smoke at Arch now to clear. Bracket control, still for MIBR. Yeah, unfortunately, Jesus is a little late for the Sunday school game,
But look, better late than never.
That's true, he's due soon. Oh, great return on that utility.
What about Mac 10 though? Mac 10, ooh, at least isn't the worst gun to lose there, but they will see that the bracket crossfire is well established. And in the meanwhile, Breno going to be going for the early rotation back here towards B. Has a nade that he can drop at a good moment. Looks like they're going to try to stack it.
Oh,
big ones. Not as much damage onto Estate as we thought.
Yeah, KZG looking to bait out utility. Same with MIBR. They've actually baited a fair amount of utility out of KZG as well.
Yeah.
And now with the timer ticking down, they're going to hit A with some conviction.
Yeah, we'll see if Savage can be able to make his way out. He certainly will. The rifles raining true and drop two. Looking the wrong way. And Samix gets that cheeky flank out of Balk. And just like that, MIBR, we're expecting it to be that late B. Went for the early rotation, or the mid-round rotation back to B. And unfortunately, for them, KZG are feeling it up on the big stage.
Yeah, they certainly are. They may be able to pilfer a weapon or two here, MIBR, but honestly, KZG are just going to turtle up in this site. They're going to save their own weapons, and they will eventually have to clear things out, move away from those bomb radiuses, but things are off to a good start for KZG. It's been good. They've actually made MIBR respect them, and that is the first hurdle always as an underdog. Mindless.
2 big rounds to kick things off here. As MIBR into the third, only going to be carrying across the weapons from the previous Legal and that 5.7. No utility, but Drop has decided to get himself a Julie's and Smoke combo. A couple of smokes for the others just to try and time this one out. As they are aware, KZG are happy to play the late game. They went real late onto the A site that round. I think planting at the 9 seconds left mark. This time, knowing that MIBR probably not going to bring as much utility as it is, they're happy to look at banana first.
Yeah. They're happy to grind it out on these rounds where they are just trying to, I guess, gauge whether or not MIBR are bringing anything potent into the round. Also bait some utility out, as we saw earlier. But yeah, if they do run into some issues with the timer, I think, you know, they need to show that they've got a few different paces they can put MIBR through. Just applying a lot of pressure. bracket control also being taken. I love the way Mingovi's just sort of martyring himself now for the team. We saw him do it earlier with the Mac 10, now the Tech 9. A lot of info being gathered and a lot of space being created as well. So he's not able to pull them off the B site with the rotate, but he's cleared things out for the rest of KZG. They need to be careful, of course, but he's opened things up. This could very well be a nice, easy 3-0 in the opening rounds for KZG.
Yeah, he loses that pick, and all of a sudden this round gets that much more difficult. But he hasn't this time, and safe. He's on to the first knife of the tournament. Big kill there, big money in the bank. And I dare say MIBR are just going to be happy to save the 3 sets of Kev. And look just to have a solid buy into the next with some extra utility to boot.
Yeah. MIBR have certainly been checked in these first 3 rounds. That's what KZG need to continue doing, is finding these openers. Mingovi has been creating quite a bit of space and getting quite a bit of info for his team. Will he be allowed to get away with that on the gun round, though? We'll find out.
Hang on. Bit of action still going on down there.
Yeah.
Hassi loses his gun. Only 2 end up getting carried across from KZG into the next. And a little difference maker, which could come through later in the match. Breno able to pick up that Galil, so saving some money for a rainy day. Let's see what MIBR can do now that they have everything that their hearts desire. Safe. Going back onto the mid line, no one here. Second mid seems to be where KZG are putting their priorities.
Oh, that's a wayward smoke. Ooh.
Safe. Didn't seem to have any idea the state was already up into apps. There was a opportunity. It has been missed by KZG, but
yeah, heavy apps presence, heavy apps control going the way of KZG. That is just going to slow proceedings down. Haven't quite garnered bracket control yet, but the smokes are deep. They are looking to try and catch out MIBR members. However, Safe's not one to be caught.
This is not looking too good for KZG this round, but look, Crossfire was solid. Big picks coming out from everyone at MIBR. With the 4-man stack on A, have torn KZ a new one, and are looking to crack the egg. 3-1 on the other side of this one. We'll see what Hassi can potentially cook up here in the 1v5.
Just a straightforward proceeding for him. Okay.
He's got info. One more on the side, one under him. But the AWP posted from the cutout there is going to be able to strike him down and put that first round on the board for the Brazilians.
Yeah, look, positives there was at least Hassi was able to do some damage. And it would have been the best thing for MIBR if they kept this round clean, but look, they honestly were undone there, KZG. That smoke, they're undoing. And they ran into that brick wall of MIBR's defense.
Have a look at this. We got the phase smoke coming through all the way deep down mid. We'll see if anyone goes with it or if he's just going to. A bit of a test for KZG. See how they play it. They're not allowed to play in banana, not allowed to play in mid, and they have no information anywhere on the map right now.
Just a big util dump at the start of the round. Looking for some territory and some space to work with. KZG have to heal and give up banana control for the moment, but they will look to momentarily regain that.
We're going to go in dry instead of waiting for the flash, grouping up, great spacing. An exit will be tested here. Runs that smoke refresh there. By another 20 seconds for the rest of MIBR to rotate across. You've got 2 more. Reinforcing the B site.
Yeah, it's a big rotation coming off. Wonder if it creates a bit of space here for some hooks.
I like that as well. Arch smoke going to be thrown from banana. Creative util, but it hasn't brought anyone back yet. At MIBR, they are looking, and they are about to cook as well. Big clash in, Breno with 4. Knocking at the door of a second round. Samix not ready for the continued aggression, and it's the first big ace of the tournament.
He wasn't being stopped. He was sending it for that 5th kill. But, oh man, this is where things start to become a bit more unhinged for KZG. The game plan not quite working out there. MIBR taking liberties.
Who's the real MVP here, Jim? Breno or Safe? For that banger.
Yeah.
Everyone was blind. KZG not ready for the aggressive approach. And they just learned the hard way.
Oh, this is some aggression here. This is exactly what we were expecting. Oh, now it's Drop's turn.
Going straight on in. Nate's follow through. And Insani chiming in too. 3-3. MIBR making mincemeat of KZG, and they are straight back into the game. Making a statement with that round too. They're not messing about. We said in the first few rounds there, KZG had made MIBR respect them a little bit more. I think MIBR have sort of moved their pawn forward and just made them check themselves a little. Back to 3 apiece. Onto the gun round now for KZG. Let's just see whether or not they can wrestle some control back. As you said, that phase control smoke coming through. Yeah. Drop's looking to abuse it. He's just sending it down. Edge full smoke as well. We'll see what Drop ends up doing, going straight through and has full bottom mid control. In the meanwhile, Craxy, barely alive, gets dumpstered by that utility. He's alive on one, but Mingovi deals with Drop, and that's the good way back into the round, at least to get mid control.
Yeah, great adjustment there from KZG to just retake that. Now they've got a little bit more breathing space. Okay, Craxy. Not quite working that one out.
Sometimes you don't want to play with fire, Jim.
A hot shoe shuffle.
I think he died with a bit of util on the belt too, which is unfortunate for the Aussies.
Okay.
But yes, we've got a little bit of cheeky timing. Back-to-back gameplay going up in apps.
How confident does Samux get here? Does he push this? Does he find some space? Does he get some info?
But it's false info too. If
yeah?
Insani gets to do his thing, he's going to find 3 freebies potentially. Ooh, it's all just happening. It's all about to, and ooh, pulls the knife out. It is traded, which means the A site is open for the taking.
Yep, Samux is looking for even more space here, and that's his job. He's got to send it. He's got to give room for his teammates to get into this site.
Trying to be thorough. They don't want to make a mistake, but unfortunately, they don't know what we know. And in the meanwhile, Samux gets taken out of the equation, and MIBR against 2 half-health KZG members are going to be happy to go for the retake. Nate towards that backup side. Doesn't quite tickle the state down. And Mingovi gets into a solid position. They know that MIBR have been going heavy for these retakes in from arch side, right across the top. Estate taking point, and Mingovi, his position still not known. Eyes on dig, waiting to find that 3rd man. But Safe is just sitting back and waiting. Ooh, with opportunity. It's an awkward one. And no, they've dropped the ball. Not like this. Plenty of time with those defuse kits, and MIBR punish KZG.
Yeah, that was perfectly baited out too. He couldn't find him. He was too slippery.
Unfortunate. You can see Mingovi crumbling under the pressure. One small mistake, but great angle isolation and team play to make sure that that was still fully taken by MIBR.
Yeah, cops the dink there as well. Safe with the cover on that wide swing. They knew they had that in their grasp, KZG. It was there for the taking. They were just too polite.
Good use of the tactical though. KZG just trying to level out. See what they can do with the potential buy on the other side of this timeout. There's money. There's not heaps. They'll be thin on the util if they go for it. Mingovi has found success with these, eco weapons, the Tech 9s, the Mac 10s. Be doing decent work.
Yeah, I mean, interesting they go for the buy on this, but I mean,
it's not bad.
It's not the worst thing. It's just obviously they're trying to get some more rounds under their belt.
The thing is, MIBR have been winning rounds so healthily. They have so much money in the tank, so you need to start to thin that money out as best you can, and a molly kill like that, finishing off exit is a great way to start. KZG, they get answered for, with Inferno just spraying down through a smoke, sees that push, sees that scrimmy play.
Yeah. Remains safe for now. That Molotov's just going to come a little bit too late to try and trap him in. That was the aim. They do regain banana control though, and I think the problem here is Safe's got a lot of info from this position. Oh, the double peek as well.
Buddy system going pretty hard for MIBR, and the B site looks damn good. Drops to be able to take down another, and Samix can't fire through that smoke. Drops found them both like that. Pretty criminal. The second one onto Samix, you wouldn't have expected it, but he's found him.
Yeah, it's starting to become a little bit more real now for KZG. Doing well in the opening stages of the rounds, though. They're actually establishing, you know, some territory with these defaults. I think it's just MIBR with some of these heads-up plays on the CT side. They're starting to catch them a little bit more unawares.
Well, 10 seconds in and we're already right into the action, and it looks like the low buy again. Hero AK is not doing what it intended to do, and it is MIBR going straight through KZG. It's first time here in Australia, but they already know how to run it straight.
Yeah, this is classic disrespect play coming out of MIBR.
We've got to stop going to this music. We're missing the start. We're missing the whole round. The setup is the round. They're just going hard.
Yeah. And not messing about here. If they continue to do this on the gun round as well, it's definitely a mark of trying to get into the heads of KZG.
Well, no early mid-smokes coming through from MIBR, just holding all utility, putting priority on Banana this time. KZG similarly going to go straight through, and Estate has just burnt to a damn crisp.
Yeah. It's a deceased Estate now.
Oh, Craxy! Reno thought he saw it. Do they know? Are they aware? They seem to be, but they're worried about that push through the bottom Banana smoke.
He's the Splinter Cell.
They know that he's there, they're just waiting to see who makes the move first.
They don't?
Ooh, Craxy, he's still here, he's still alive.
Okay.
Maybe they didn't.
He's kind of factored out now his positional advantage, if it was one.
Hassie has one smoke, no other utility to play with here. Just waiting for that bottom Banana smoke to fade. In the meanwhile, made towards the top of mid, and that's the B site cracked open. Craxy T living up to his namesake. But at the same time, the bomb still needs to make its way here, and MIBR are going to beat that rotation.
Yeah, they are, but maybe some established space coming through. Hassie also was on that line, opts to smoke it for the safe passage of the bomb instead. Craxy doesn't want to overextend. He's on 14 HP. Could be a very pivotal position.
Yeah.
Hasn't got too much backup at the moment. Hassie's watching that line, though, with the AWP, and MIBR are not too convinced about this.
Well, normally, 3v4, post-plant situation, any CT teams will just call the save. And you can see that they're in two minds about it. Exit thinking, maybe there's something here. I'm going to hang around and see.
Yeah, maybe they're waiting for a crash before they retake. Okay. It's all about denying them the exit out of the site.
Just making sure that that financial state from KZG is not in a good way, and they've done a great job in that. Big picks on the exit, but KZG will stop that string of rounds and go to 4 as we are in round 11. Not 13.
Crowd are enjoying it.
Yeah.
A bit more steam in the engine now for KZG. The first gun rounds. MIBR straight up to their antics of pushing some of these smokes. Just trying to get into the faces of KZG, unsettle them.
Heavy thumping utility.
Oh,
getting used early, but hasn't done too much to KZG. MIBR again. This round they're fine, next round they're fine. And that's what happens when you win so many clean rounds. But they still need to try and find a few more here, or KZG could keep them questioning the second half.
Yeah, I mean, Bruno's only got one smoke over to defend the B site. That's just a delay tactic. He's used it now. So if this round starts to be drawn out, rotation needs to happen.
Ooh, okay. Maybe fake dink. Fake dink. not that much damage. Saban, meanwhile, going to be able to stand his ground, stand tall, and dropping them like bloody flies. That round, it's just gone to nowhere. The dig push gets completely crumbled with the solid crossfire from Dig, from Boiler, and MIBR finds 7.
Yeah, some of these aggressive CT holds are catching KZG off guard. They think they've got a little bit more space than they actually do. So the utility is good in the sense that it's supposed to create the battles that they want, but they're stepping in front of it.
We're going to see a change in pace again. That phase smoke coming out, the bottom mid, bottom banana smoke as well. And with that molly, it generally signals that they're going to keep trying to go aggressive. Bench side and going up banana for KCG. They're trying to stay in control, but it's Breno trading out his teammate and standing in that smoke bomb, blooming in time. That might be what they're looking for, but Insani ends the half in style. 8-4 as we send it to the second.
I think the match against KZG can be very dangerous to us because we don't have much information about them. They don't have much matches on HL TV, and as I said, it's gonna be very dangerous because they probably know everything that we do, but we are a team that respects everyone. We go to every match the same way we can play against Vitality. We are going to play against KZG. So respect every opponent, and that's it.
I know you think I must be crazy, 'cause I'm good with nobody around me. Sometimes I just don't like to party. I'd rather snug in the rug, set my boundaries. Follow me to the deep end. Been looking out for a close friend. Let's make some bad decisions. Snuggle in my rug, fuck the boundaries. Don't want you to light up my world. Just sit with me in the dark. Let's not say a word. Just sit with me in the dark. Just sit with me in the dark. Just sit with me in the dark. I know some people think I'm shady. They don't see that I'm walking with my demons. So if you wanna be my baby, beware, it's so heavenly, it's evil. Follow me to the deep end. Been looking out for a close friend. Let's make some bad decisions.
Yeah, MIBR, they're obviously they're all very good players, very strong. They actually have really good structure. Like when we've been watching them, they've actually got really good structured play. So yeah, it's going to be a tough opponent to play against, but I think we've got some things that we can do to hopefully make the game close or even win it.
Hey! Can KZG do it today? Who knows? I heard the crowd saying something about it being a CT-sided map. So maybe, just maybe, there's hope for KZG, baby.
We'll see. We'll see. But they've shown themselves to be capable in the early parts of the round. Have they done enough, though? Will they give themselves enough in this match? They've... MIBR though. It's a decent bout of utility on exit and safe. Just looking to establish early territory without having to utilise too much utility.
Well, what's going on here? Slow creep from MIBR. There is going to be this established crossfire over towards the B side of things. He has a stake in a plate. He's got the dualies, which can be deadly on that CT side. Exit. God flash at the ready. Good timing on the smoke and a flash cracks his own. But his pops first and the T's aren't quite coming in yet, so the effectiveness is lacking. But the guns are now what they need to worry about. In comes that pop and flash. Estate won't see a damn thing. Craxy going to be trying to fight him from full. Almost gets the reload off, but now it's all up to Estate to try and buy some extra time. 40 on the clock and the bomb is not in sight just yet.
Yeah, good move.
Estate just wiggles out.
Yeah. Oh, needs to be careful though. Looking to establish control.
Looking good so far for KZG. They've bought a lot of time. Bomb only just now making it to sight. Mingovi finds his, but Breno again doing all the dirty work. Gets 4, 16 to 4 for himself. And a T-sided pistol for MIBR.
Yeah, there was so much opportunity there for KZG. Unfortunately though, MIBR just maximising what opportunities, small opportunities that they had. So you could definitely see that round on a palette there being painted in favour of KZG. However, MIBR just showing strength in adversity.
Yeah. KZG going for the save. Opting for a big stack on B. Mingovi showing his hand towards A, and the timing not favouring him at all. Have a look at this one. But in the meanwhile, big stack.
How's that for a threatening aura?
They're figuring it out. Someone could fall here, and it could just be that totem pole.
Yeah, I need to see it. I need to see it come into action. In the meantime, though, Safe just going and exploring. He's expendable.
I didn't think Mingovi would win that, but he has. Big found. And in the meanwhile, the stack has been seen. And Exit, he was hungry for a couple of ecos, thought he'd fight his way out, but now that's a gun retrievable. More damage the merrier for KZG right now.
Yeah, a little flutter here, though, from MIBR. They're straight back onto this A-bomb site. They have Safe, deep anchoring CT, Breno. He's got his eyes on mid as well. It's not going to be easy for them to retain their weapons or gain any more. Jeez.
Okay. He's cooking something.
Check in PC.
And Samix, the low member, already just keeping the Galil alive for the next. It will allow them to get a healthier amount of utility into the round, which is very important on the CT side. Just buying a lot of time, especially towards that B site. Cheap members across towards A. You'd expect them to go in that way.
Senseless violence.
What's going on in the crowd? I heard someone losing their voice, and we're like 3 hours into the first day. That's commitment. That's respectable.
Yeah, that's... Okay. That is not normally.
KZG. Just throwing that pot of banana smoke. Looking like they are just going to go for the old 3-2 split. Not getting too busy down mid, but MIBR rather, are making their way straight forward. Flash. It's well timed.
Yeah, great little pop flash. Nobody to step on it, though.
What's the answer here? Gobi getting smoked off. Waits a moment. Oh, tries to get the timing nade. In the meanwhile, Brenner almost burning alive and still finding impact with 6 HP remaining.
Okay, Craxy's looking to re-aggress here. Mingovi, is he going to provide that flash? They're all deep.
Contact in, going dry. They made that step though. I think exit might have heard it. Oh, Craxy and Ming going to be able to go a 2-for-1, and Hassing in the meanwhile stopping the aggression on the other side of the map. Bomb on the ground, and Drop hoping that he can find timing, which he will. And that cracks open the A side.
Yeah, there's a chance now for MIBR. Plenty of time to work with as well. The bomb's got to get itself a long way, so more space the Drop can create.
Samix playing it risky, and there was no reward for that one. Mingovi now a flash, an opportunity that he needs to sort of make happen now. An M4 in the next round could be a good idea, but that's not going to happen. Drop, big round out of him, bringing that one right back, doing all the work at A.
Yeah, just watching that edge of the smoke like a hawk, and there was no wiggle room for KCG whatsoever. So they need to just find themselves a stabilizer here. They're going into this round a little, let's just say worse for wear economically.
It's the Drop and Breno show, right? 34 kills between them, 17 each, in just 15 rounds of play. Not bloody bad.
Yeah, certainly a lot of firepower here for MIBR, certainly matching up against KZG right now. Looking to establish banana control. They need not to be baited into this war of utility because they're starting to burn through it a little.
Unfortunate layering of the util from KZG as well, extinguishing their own Molotovs. The molly was thrown before the smoke. A little bit awkward, but KZG, they're here to try to fight, and guns usually do the talking. Will they swing here? Craxy did, and it's cost him his life, but do they expect the other two? They know one is at least there, but the molly crossing those T's, dotting those I's, making sure no stone goes unturned. B-Shot should be open for business, but Samix here, he's a world away.
Yeah, MIBR have all the time, all the territory. They don't need to rush into anything, and certainly not doing so. They're taking all their liberties just to ensure match point.
Look, if Dion did say KZG got 4, he would have been right.
Yep, should have gone the other way.
But he said 1. The non-believer. This one looking relatively smooth. And there's a world where Samix can maybe get some extra cash in the bank, get an upgrade on some exits. What's he cooking? What are you doing there?
That's a one-pot meal.
Who's cooking a watermelon in a pot? Whose idea was
it
that?
put there or did it grow there? Melon on stream.
Give him the melon. Give him the melon. I love melons.
What about bananas, Mac?
Big
Do they have
bananas.
much appeal for you?
Shout out to the Wiggles. Yeah. One time. Well, we might only have one more round left in this series. MIBR looking to clear out shop right now. KZG have all the utility they could want and more, but they don't have head armor, and they also don't have the best weaponry.
Yeah, they're going to need to brush up on their gun game skills if they're going to navigate the next few rounds. There's going to be some small returns on utility spent from KZG, but haven't been able to wrangle control of Banana, just hoping to do some early damage.
That goes in. Well dodged by KZG.
It's the palette of protection.
1-4 split in both regards. Drop the solo man here at A, but might find a cheeky surprise. Meanwhile, you've got the exploration going down mid. There's nothing there, and KZG looking to make their way in. It's going to boil down to this head at mid now. Insani making so much noise. Thinks he's cleared it out, but KZG, the timing, it's a factor. And Drop not playing from Romeo, not spotting this mid push. which means things get real awkward real damn quick, but the bomb's in its way, in sight, and Insani, he's got all those sights, all those heads right in his crosshair. This round is gone, as is Samix. 13-4, the final scoreline, and MIBR, after a slow start, really picked up the pace to get that dub.
Yeah, it was all about establishing respect for KZG. They did so early on in the match, but all it took was MIBR kicking into another gear, and they were able to get themselves across the